Either a crash-like sleep, which is often impossible because of agitation, or just getting back to doing something demanding and stressful. A severely stress addicted person can thus be in a completely no win situation, becoming increasingly fatigued, but at the same time increasingly uncomfortable with any situation that might offer rest. In, mo- in most average cases of stress addiction, people simply find they need extra time to wind down before they can begin to relax. Some individuals know this pattern so well that they plan their vacations around it. I have to take at least a 2 week vacation because it takes me almost a week to relax. Then a few days just to sleep. And then I can have a couple of really enjoyable days. With more severe stress addiction, people may be totally unable to relax unless they do something that gives them their fix of stress chemicals. Many people choose jogging or some other physically stressing activity. Such activities have become immensely popular among the stress addicted because they provide enough chemicals to keep withdrawal symptoms at bay, while at the same time freeing the mind from normal worries and work tasks. It is the okay. It is in the realm of spiritual practice, however, that attachment to stress becomes most obvious. Spending time in quiet, receptive openness is an essential part of prayer, meditation, and most other spiritual practices. In such settings, even mild addictions to stress becomes rapidly and painfully evident. For time, okay, for many modern spiritual pilgrims, the simple matter of taking time for daily prayer can become a battle of will excruciatingly reminiscent of that encountered in chemical addiction. The mind can generate wondrous excuses to do something instead of just being open and present. The struggles that go on between being and doing can be awesome. Awesome. Issues of control and willpower, surrender and defeat, rage with all the drama of true spiritual warfare. There are many things all of us might rather avoid in prayer. We might rather not relinquish our sense of self mastery. We might rather not hear what God might ask of us. We might rather avoid the self knowledge that comes to us in quiet. Now, in addition, increasing numbers of us are discovering that we would rather not experience the discomfort of being peaceful. The next section is called permanence. As we have seen, the process of attachment takes place psychologically. I have a hard time saying those words. As a form of learning. This learning happens through reinforcement and conditioning, and it is accompanied by physical and chemical changes in the brain and elsewhere in the body. Since multiple functional systems are involved, the learning becomes entrenched. Sadly, the brain never completely forgets what it has learned. Because of the deep and pervasive physical power of strong attachments, their potential exists forever in us, even after we have effectively broken the habit of acting upon them. We may joke about never forgetting how to ride a bicycle, saying, "Don't worry, it will come back to you." But the permanence of addiction memory is not funny. It stands ready to come to us with only the slightest encouragement. The brain learns how to do its attachments far better than it learns to ride a bicycle or drive a car, and it remembers them more powerfully. Years after a major addiction has been conquered, the smallest association, the tiniest taste, can fire up old cellular patterns once again. One aspect of addiction, then, is permanent. Thus, we never completely overcome our attachments because staying away from addictive behavior is an ongoing business. People in AA call themselves recovering alcoholics rather than recovered alcoholics. We may control our behavior in response to our addictions, and we may, with grace, be delivered from bondage to them. Then, as time passes, their pull becomes less intense. But throughout our lives, their potential for reactivation continues to exist within us. The brain does not forget. From the standpoint of psychology, this means we can never become so well adjusted that we can stop being vigilant. From a neurological viewpoint, it means the cells of our best intentioned systems can never eradicate the countless other systems that have been addicted. And from a spiritual perspective, it means that no matter how much grace God has blessed us with, we forever remain dependent upon its continuing flow. Amen. Right? I think that's this all hit home for me. Thank you for listening, and I hope that this is encouraging you, and I know I'm learning a lot of things through it. It's hitting home for me in a lot of different areas. I feel conviction for some things. I feel like there's always more learning and growing to do. And I just keep remembering that grace, right? There's grace. So, and there's hope. There's always hope. So that is the end of chapter 4 of Addiction and Grace. Please join me for